Well, hello. How's everybody? Welcome to Real Talk with Elaine. My name is Elaine, and I am back before you. Whoo, y'all, what a week it has been. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm a little tired right now. It's a lot that's been going on in our world and in our environment that has kind of taken me out. Looking for my glasses. Oh, here they are. Sorry. Ooh. Sorry about that. Y'all got the back of the chair for a minute. Better that than my booty. Well, I just wanted to come before you. It is actually, what is my time right now? It is Saturday morning at 1:23 a.m. I am your midnight owl. I stay up all night long. So um, I I'm just in this system where I sleep early in the late afternoon, evening, and then I wake up because I do my best thinking and my best work in the middle of the night. This is just my time. And guess what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I know we need our rest and I know we need our sleep, but I do get me some rest in during early wee hours when you guys are probably still up running behind kids and doing all kind of things. But I just wanted to say hello to you. I missed doing my Audacity series this week, and it was beating me up because I know so many people in our community stay on me about be consistent, get your content out there, do this, do that. And hey, for real, I'm just gonna be real. I'm okay if I don't get my content out right away. I It's my intent, but I'm not always able to do it. So I had a pretty long week this week. I think I told you guys my son had surgery on Monday. Had a little emergency after surgery. Had to be rushed back into surgery again. So normally my Audacity series comes out on Tuesday and I wasn't able to do it, but I'm fine with that. And I'm sorry that I didn't. I did put some other little videos out in between that was real quick. So hopefully you had a chance to jump on that. One was the Micah's. I found this new company that I like shopping at now, and I think I'm going to order some more things. And it's called Micah's, Micas, and they are like that. The quality of their stuff was really good. So if you haven't had a chance to go check out that outfit or that fit that I actually modeled in a little bit for you guys, please go check that out. It's a short, so it's not going to take you long. But tonight I'm before you, or this morning I'm before you because I woke up with something on my mind. I guess, like I said, I got up around maybe 11:30, 12, and I thought about this Audacity series. I had another one that was planning to drop, but I wanted to put this out first because I wanted to really talk about what it means to be authentic. So, the title of this series, as you have already seen, is The Audacity of Authenticity. The audacity of authenticity. What does authenticity really mean to you? What does it mean to actually be kind of the author of your own life? For you to be genuine in everything you say, in everything you do, people to truly identify you for who you are. Okay, I am having a moment right now, and it's a non scale victory moment. Do you see this? My neck looks so skinny. Like, oh my God. Look at my neck. Like, I can see these little things. What is this? Are these veins or what? I guess they are. Or wrinkles or, oh, that's dehydration. Hey, you know when your skin does this? This means when your skin does this, I learned this a long time ago. That's a form of dehydration. You see that? How I'm doing this? And it's like staying. There's no fluid flowing up in there, I don't think. All right. So on that note, I'll drink some water. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Y'all know the ADHD will kick in. I just noticed that though. I don't know if it's the angle I'm sitting in or whatever, but My sister-in-law told me that earlier. We were on a what do you call that? FaceTime. And she was like, girl, your face and your neck is getting real skinny. I look like a little turtle. I said, you ain't had to call me no daggone turtle, but it's okay. But anyway, what is the audacity of authenticity? Let's talk about that. For me, being authentic means um being able to live up to my own standards, being able to trust who I am and be okay with who I am. So many, I mean, and guys, it's been a long, long time since I can honestly say that about myself. Uh, I've previous videos I've shared and been very transparent about how I was raised and some of the things that that was constantly being drilled into me. And I think systemically within our family, being my family being primarily from the South, Wilmington, North Carolina is where my mom and all of her siblings were reared. And I'm telling you, I just think that sometimes the information that was shared, especially back in their era where they were 30s, 40s, 50s, when they were all still at home. And I'm telling you, some of the things that was drilled into them, they actually drilled into us, the 60s and 70s babies. And so my cousins and I, we've had many conversations together and talked about, some of the similarities that our parents did with us raising us, even though we weren't all in the same household. But just hearing some of those similarities was really, really interesting. But okay, let's jump into what it means to be authentic to yourself. Um, Number one, I think it helps you to have more self respect when you're not focusing on what others think of you or what you think others think of you, because sometimes it's really just in our mind of how we perceive others. And I think as I always try to tie everything back into my GLP1 journey. Oh, for those of you who are new, I'm sorry. Welcome to my channel. My name is Elaine. I am on a GLP1 journey. I am on Mounjaro 12.5. This is my I'm actually going to take my shot in a little bit. I take my shot at night. So I am on Mounjaro 12.5. I hope I have this the right way. I think it is 12.5. And I've been on this now officially. I opened a new box tonight. So I guess that makes that week what, 5? So 5 weeks. God, time flies on there. And I never can keep up with what week I'm on. I think I'm either on 45 or maybe I think I'm on week 45 or 46. Y'all don't get into all those specifics. I'm telling you, this journey for me is just day by day. I love it. I'm just not huge on all the numbers, things, and stuff like that. I have lost now. The numbers that I care about is the scale numbers. I have lost up to 57 pounds. I have lymphedema, which is a comorbidity, and it's helped, and it continues to make this journey even more of a struggle for me because my weight is not always my authentic weight. No pun intended, but it's not. So definitely I have to do some extra things to try to help with that. So we've talked about that before. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, if you're new, please subscribe, please like, comment. I'd be happy to interact and engage with you. Now, back to what I was saying. Sometimes on this GLP-1 journey, we definitely lose a lot of respect. Well, prior to it, I would say we lose a lot of respect for ourselves. When you're struggling with obesity, that's just always, uh, and as much as people say, oh, no, I'm comfortable with my skin, I'm through that, I have seen the most, I know they're comfortable with who they are, but I've seen those people who actually have had difficulty feeling inclusive when I've seen them in large groups, especially those who I felt that was even larger than me. And I started off this journey, I've been as high as almost 400 pounds. So I know how it feels to, be, the elephant in the room, literally. Okay. The elephant in the room. No one wants to say, oh, she just done let herself go, or she just did that, or whatever. But having self-respect is the most authentic piece that I can say that I've gained from this GLP-1 journey, because now I do appreciate who I am. I appreciate how I've been consistent on this journey. I've been consistent with my medication. I might not have been consistent on here sending out videos to you guys, but I have been consistent on my journey and taking my medication. And I think I commented on Taisha's video this past week, Simply Taisha, who's a wonderful content creator that I follow. She said something. I think I said something like that on hers. Hey, because she's absolutely consistent in everything that she does, and she's been that way before us her entire time. But I had to share with her. I was proud of my consistency and just being able to stay on this medication. You know how many people have dropped it? That's why the insurance companies don't want to pay for it anymore, because some people get on it and they stay on 1 month and they're gone. They're gone. They're out of it. They're out of the game because, oh, I didn't lose what I wanted to lose, or I didn't do. No, this is about your health, your overall health. So I'm very pleased that I feel better, and I know that I feel better, and I know that my metabolic is doing much greater than it was before I started this. Okay. So, hey, nope, not having that. I'm going to be respectful to myself. So I want to meet my own standards um, and, and strengthen my self-worth, because I am happy at what I'm doing for me. The next thing is, um, in authenticity, is living according to your own values. Living according to your own values. People will place their values on you. Again, like I just mentioned, we were raised with values from our parents. When we get grown, it's up to us to determine where we want to go with this. How are we going to live with this? How are we going to raise our children, our families, and with, the values that we have. So I love living according to my values, because then nobody else standards mean a thing for me. Sure, we follow rules and laws, and that, that's norms that we have to do. We know that we have to follow basic rules and guidelines of our environment, our world, our jobs. We have to do that. Some of us, at least, okay? We have to do that. But I'm talking about when I'm here in my own home, in my own space, I want to feel like I live by my own standards. So no one else is going to tell me how to live my life. I want to live by the standards that I believe and I honor and I trust. Okay? Um so I'm not basically swayed by external pressures or the expectations of others. Again, don't think you can pressure me into doing what you want me to do, because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to live by my own expectations. You may suggest things. I'm not arrogant to say that if I have friends all the time that make suggestions, people in this community that we come on here and talk to all the time, you all make suggestions to me. And I absolutely do consider your suggestions and implement quite a few of them. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to live by your expectations. So hopefully that was clear to some folks. Anyway, moving on. Consistency. Oh, I just talked about that. So consistency in is following my own standards and being stable in my foundation. Um, that's so huge. I mean, when you think of a foundation, like being and a place where you're there and you're going to stay there, that's important, that we look at how we grow, but we grow based on how firm we are with what we stabilized with at the beginning. Okay. We get higher and higher, we grow higher and higher, but it's all based on how we started. When I started this journey, March 29th of 2024, I didn't know that I would have such a strong foundation. And that strong foundation for me came from building myself up, researching, finding people in this GLP1 community that I could connect with. I could go to their YouTube channels. I could call them on the phone. I could say, hey, I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad week. And, they not be judgmental, but they offer me suggestions and things like that. That helped me build that strong foundation. And with that strong foundation, I was able to remain consistent. I don't know if I could have done this on my own, and I'm gonna be quite honest. And if you have not linked up with someone, or even just through watching our channels, just feeling like there's something here for us, for you, I'm sorry, just that's building your foundation into what you hopefully will become on this journey, because we want you to be the best you. We want you to be the best you. I can't be anyone else that I follow out here, that I talk to. I can't be them. I have to be the best me. And so for me, this is it, having my secured community. Um, Personal growth, being authentic is showing personal growth. I can't say that any other way. And when I wrote that down, I was like, oh my God, that is so real to me, because I know that I have grown a lot. Just me being able to sit here before you and talk to you, this was something that I never thought that I would ever be able to do. And I was just like afraid. Now, I'm not an introvert, but I can be introverted in a lot of situations. So I'm glad that, and this was one. I mean, just fear of technology, learning this whole, YouTube lifestyle or whatever. I was never, I mean, this is not part of who my generation was. I'm 56 years old, and I was like, I ain't used to this. But I mean, there are plenty of people in my generation and older that are out here doing the daggone thing. So, I'd like to be a part of this too. It brings me joy to just come to you and share with you. So, my personal growth is, that's in this journey right now. I'd say that it's just being able to stand here and talk to you guys week after week and feel comfortable behind this camera now. So that's my own personal growth. But your personal growth can absolutely lead to a great, fulfilling life. So always pushing yourself to improve. If you notice on my channel, I started out from my very first video just sitting there and just talking and being scared and having a script in front of me like this. And that's so cute, because I want to shout out Kim J's Healthy Life, I believe. I'll put it in the description. But I had an opportunity to go back and review her video because I've been so busy all week, and I was like, I gotta check out Kim's video. I tried to watch it a couple of times, so I sat and watched its entirety tonight. And I was like, I'm so proud of her, because she's a new content creator. And so I actually just want to shout her out and tell you, if you haven't seen her, please go in my description, and I'll post it up here. I'll definitely post it up here, and watch her first video for her, and just give her a shout out. Tell her I sent you. But that's one of the things. She showed herself strong. We kept pushing her and pushing her. Yeah, Kim, get your own channel. Get your own channel. She follows all of us and has always been a great supporter of all of our channels. But we all wanted to support her, and so we had an opportunity to do that and push her into that. Now, again, hopefully that's her standard. That's what she wants to do, and that's one of the messages I said to her today. I said, remember, this journey is about you, and never forget that. Don't take the focus off of who you are. So you don't allow anyone to pressure you into anything that you don't want to do. This is your journey, and you make this journey work for you. Okay. Um, so the last piece is, in being authentic, is authenticity allows you to have inner peace. You know, it allows you to have inner peace. So, because your actions are in alignment with your standards, And that reduces any type of inner conflict. I love that. My actions are in alignment with my standards. My life is lined up to what I want it to be. And it's like mind and emotional balance when you're like this. You feel good. You don't have anything that, you allow to upset you. I mean, we have things that happen like the natural, well, I won't say natural because it wasn't, but some of the disasters that we've seen, the fires that, LA had to endure, that was painful watching that, knowing people were losing their homes and losing everything. And then, of course, I'm in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. I fly into Reagan National Airport all the time. And that landing that we saw, that flight, and the helicopter collide, that landing, I'm constantly sending texts to my family, my husband, as I'm coming over the Potomac River saying, hey, we're about to land. We go over the Potomac. I say that all the time. So that was real for me, for those who got a chance to do that. So I do ask that we do keep those families lifted up in prayer. Y'all, I'm a big sports buff, and we lost almost an entire U.S. Figure skating team, and that hurt me to my heart to see those babies and their families and their coaches leave here. So just let's come in solidarity this week and just continue to lift these families up as they have to put their loved ones to rest. And as the recovery continues to go in our area, to try to give all of these beautiful people, um, their resting place. All right. So I'm sorry I got a little deep there, but that's been hard. But I just want to be real. We do have things that take us out of that emotional balance, and those are some of those things that do happen. That's without our purview of control. But if we have control over it, we need to take control over it. We are in charge of who we are. In short, it's about living your life and feeling and doing what feels right for you and to you. Okay. Doing what feels right for you and to you, no matter what others think. You, as I said before, are the author of your own life. So your real authenticity lies right here. So the shirt, and so this is gonna be my new thing. I'm gonna try to make sure every time I do a video, I have, because I love expressive tees. And so I have invested in quite a few expressive tees. So if you didn't catch it at the beginning, today's expressive tee says, I've got a good heart, but this mouth, whoo, yeah, sometimes my mouth can be a little off the wall. But I've even worked on that. I've even worked on that. But I just want to tell you guys, I love you. Thank you for dropping in. Didn't keep you long today, but I would like for you to do something. Again, if you have not liked or subscribed, and if you stayed around to the end of this video, please shout out and say, hey, I hung out to the end, Elaine. And I appreciate that, because I'm trying to get my hours up a little bit more. I'm good, because I just like coming here and talking to y'all, and however long you want to listen to me, that's fine. But if you stop and come back later, I love that too. But here's what I want you to do. Put in the chat. Did I say chat? Put in the chat what standards are most important to you. So what standards do you have that's really important to who you are? And place that in the chat for me. And until next time, I won't give you a date, because that's another thing I had to say to myself. I'm not going to give a date. I'm going to jump and drop in my Audacity stuff whenever I want to, because why? I'm in control of me. Thank you so much for joining me. Love you so much. Continue to strive for your goals on this journey, and I'll see you next time. Peace.